apparently I have to get my own drink. You know, if I'm dying over here choking, I don't want you to actually, you know, like get me a drink. That would be terrible. What's up? Welcome back. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
What's going on, Sean, Jeff, Luis, Christian?
Hope everyone had a splendid holiday, a good time. Wow, that's like right there in the top of the frame.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's gonna irritate the crap out of me. There we go. Is mic on? Mic's on?
Mic's on.
All right.
Do you guys hear us? Yes.
Heard?
Carlos.
Heard it?
You guys heard us.
Good times, good times. We're back at it. 2019.
Yeah.
So hopefully, well, if you're here, that means you've made it through the holidays. You were smart. You called the Uber, the Lyft, and whatnot. As the title says, we have a question for you here tonight.
Clear. Okay.
So,
Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year to you too. Loud and clear.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's almost done.
Almost done.
Relax. Let them. You yelled at me earlier today to let people come in.
I know.
The intro music. The whole
but not
purpose
right
of,
now. Right
the whole
now we
purpose
got
of the
plenty.
intro music is let people like chime in and get excited.
We got plenty of people
like,
now.
Hey there! I have a question. Is
go to the
Kenwood a good car store? Yes, it is a very good car store. Which one do I have on the shelf over there? That's the 595. So 795 would be the non-Exelon version of it, and it's a 4, so that means it's a 2017.
X-Men.
So 5
Happy
would be
New
18,
Year.
and as you can imagine, 6 is going to be 2019.
Nice, Thomas. Nice.
Each year the model number goes up sequentially.
Yep.
7 usually means non-Exelon, and if it's the second digit, 9 means Exelon. So
9 means.
So like if you see a 5, 7, 4, that means non-Exelon. If you see a 5, 9, 4, that means Exelon. Okay. I want the Stinger hoodie. Do you? Do you really? You know, it's funny. Stinger made
Look at this.
3 hoodies. They made Stinger, Pack, and what was it? Stinger, Pack, and iSimple?
Stinger.
Oh, Phoenix Gold.
Pack and Phoenix Gold. Yeah.
Didn't we
I
get
got
all?
the Stinger. No, I got the Stinger and the Pack.
I got the Phoenix Gold.
You got the Phoenix Gold.
I might have gotten them all. I don't know.
Whatever.
They're in my closet. Like, how often do we get to wear them?
Yeah.
You know, we were complaining the other day. This is actually the first day that we've had since before Christmas that the weather has actually been like where you almost want to wear a jacket. All right, so, okay,
Yep.
what question?
Happy New Year.
All right.
Happy New Year.
So,
everybody.
Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in on the show. And as the title says, we have a question for you. So, unlike you guys, we know all the stuff that's coming out, pretty much all the stuff that's coming out in the next week. CES is a consumer electronics show. That is a show where all these manufacturers take their consumer goods, which car audio is a consumer good, and it's electronics, and they introduce them to the world. Because we have to place orders beforehand, they let us know beforehand. However, they ask us ever so, don't tell anyone.
Kinda.
Don't tell anyone. So we know what's coming out. And the question we want to ask is this. If you were to have, there's 2 reasons why you replace the radio in your car. One is for a feature that you don't have, and 2 is to make it sound better. Now that's not to say you don't want a feature that you don't have and you want it to sound better. The question is, what is more important? A feature that you don't have, or something that sounds good? Or do you want both? Follow me on this for a second. So there's a lot of Android radios out there that are just like, they have cool features, but we all know they sound like crap. And then we have a lot of these other radios that just have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and they sound pretty good. Not compared at all to a DSP.
No, not at all.
So like, it's something as simple as a DSR-1 is going to smoke even the best of radios.
Yes.
So even you take a 9905, my personal favorite, if you caught that video.
Yep.
DSR want to kill it. Add on to that something like a Moscone or a Focal or go, Phoenix Gold,
no question.
Alpine, DSP. These all kill them. So sound better. So the reason why I ask this is because we know what's coming out, and we'll give up the ghost in a little bit as far as which route every single one of these manufacturers went. So we're kind of like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
So we ask you this because you guys are the end users. We just put this stuff in, and we, of course, are jaded and tainted and have our opinions that are whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
And we just don't know. Maybe we're missing something. Happy New Year. Watch the Journey Car Audio Show. Is it bad for amps to mount them upside down? Yes. Do not mount an amp upside down. The heat rises. The heat sink is on the top of the amplifier, so that if you mount it upside down, bad. So don't mount it upside down. Figure out a way to mount it the right way. What was
exactly, and that's exactly right there. I mean, now with the DSP, it's hard. Now people don't want to change the radios anymore because you have it. I mean, you have everything right there.
Yeah. Okay. So all right. So DSP definitely means that we don't necessarily need to change the head unit. And I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I was having a discussion with a guy that came in today, the fan of the show. He's got a Chevy truck. He's like, I caught your video. And I was like, why do you need to replace the radio? If you have Android Auto, you have Apple CarPlay, you have Bluetooth, you have, all you need is a preamp section and a DSP.
Correct.
And your preamp section DSP is going to be a lot better than what you have.
Exactly.
Now, the car he had an 8-inch touchscreen.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an issue for him? I mean, feature-wise, it's got every feature he wants. It just got an 8-inch touchscreen. So to go to an aftermarket radio right now, he would either have to A, step down to a 7-inch, or go up to like a 9-inch
9-inch
Alpine.
Alpine, exactly.
So, what's up, boys? Miss watching your show.
What's up, Victor?
Thanks, Victor.
And that's exactly like right there. Are you willing to?
Oh, cool. Good, Thomas.
You have in these brand new trucks. Apple CarPlay, 8-inch, 9-inch screen, and everything. Every feature that you actually want in a truck, you have it right now.
Yeah.
But do you want to change it?
I don't know. And yes, the 3300 and the 3400 are identically the same radio with one thing different, and that is they took that didn't have it. It had backup lines. If you got a 40 series or a 30 series, they took the backup lines out of it. Now, I can tell you this.
What's up, Carlos?
Next year, they're different.
It's different.
So
back to
2440 is going to become a 2550. Different. Totally different. And we can talk about that next week.
Yes, the GPS antenna can be mounted under the dash. Make sure it's not on metal.
Under metal.
Under metal. If that's in plastic right there, perfect. No problem.
I still want to replace my OEM. OEMs are overpriced. Yeah, okay. And there again, Keith, I totally with you on that. I have no problem with people replacing their radios, but what do you want? Features?
Yeah.
Or do you want performance, meaning better audio? DSP, 4-channel preamp output, independent, you know, the things that come in these DSP boxes. Because we know with the DSR-1 being this big, and some of the other units, they're tiny. We can fit all this stuff into a radio now because there's nothing inside of them. And short chassis radios, in case you don't know, that's a double DIN that's only 2 inches deep, made by, there'll be plenty of those this year to go around. So that'll be nice. Is it possible? I never seen. Okay, I never saw the review of the Halo 9. They are up. The Halo 9 is in the Alpine playlist. Victor on here has his.
Yep.
He loves it.
He loves that thing. Yep.
My only complaint, love the radio. My only complaint with the Halo 9 was they use a photo strobe to get dark at nighttime. And it was really bright in my dash, and at nighttime it bothered me.
Yep.
A lot of people like bright things. I'm not one of them.
8604 and 8601, good amplifiers for the price. Yep. They have good amplifiers for the price. So what we say,
Happy New Year, John.
You want a good sound quality, or what are you looking for in a radio? Like you as a consumer, when you want to shop for a radio, what are you looking for? You want sound quality, you don't care about the sound quality, you just want something with nice screen.
I like that.
Nice colors.
When I buy my radio, I hope that my factory radio sucks motivation to get a new one. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm not wrong with it. I mean, dude, if you got a Toyota, there's no reason to keep it. I totally agree with that.
Exactly.
Because they suck. They sell like crap, and there's really not much we can do with them. And there again, this isn't whether you should change your radio. This is, I've decided to change my radio. What's more important in the radio, the features or the sound quality? Okay?
Yeah.
So, let me give you an example. A lot of you guys have Alexa out there, right? And Alexa, you say, Alexa, turn on the lights. Alexa, open the garage door. Ooh, hey. Alexa, turn the air conditioning down. Is this an important feature that you wish you had in your radio? Is it? I don't know.
Why? Really? Let me get in my car so I can turn my light on.
So
No.
as you're driving home, you say, Alexa,
No.
turn on, open, do this, do that.
No.
Is this something that is more important than the way it sounds?
We become more laziness. Like, really? No, we don't need that. For me, I believe a radio, if you have a radio, you should have a really nice sound quality.
When you say bypass, you mean T-harness there, Orlando? If you do need a T-harness, the MetraOnline.com has a whole bunch of T-harnesses now that we've switched to instead of the car AVs. Way easier.
Metra.
And you can just go there. It's further DSP. We just don't use their DSP.
Yep.
But that's going to... Oh, yeah, no, that's not going to change too. I love the factory touchscreen radios. I want to add some thump. Well, there again, there's no problem with doing that.
Yeah.
And
that's what the DSP
exists.
exists, you know? Want a good radio. It's good
Oh,
sound.
sorry about that. Called the store today. The calls you're wondering is top notch. Need an amp rack too.
Please don't say Alexa.
Yeah, sorry, Alexa. So yeah, sorry about that. You know, Paul answers the phone. We don't actually get over to that side of the store that often. So yeah, will sound deadening help keep bass from leaving the vehicle in loud volumes? Yes.
Now, exactly.
Yes, it will.
Like some of these radios, they really suck.
Yes.
Like Toyota.
Yeah.
You know, Toyota suck. Like it's bad. So if you're gonna change the radio, yes, change it.
Well, there again, it's not a matter of changing the radio, because if I have no problem with people changing the radios, we do it for a living. It's great. My question is what is more important?
What's up, Bobby?
What's up, Bobby? These nuts. Is the features or the performance? Okay, that's the question I want to know.
Okay,
'Cause whether
so-
you're going to change your radio or not is neither here nor there. But what are you doing it for? Are you doing, like, so for example, if you have an older vehicle that doesn't have a CarPlay or Android Auto, of course you want to replace it for that. That makes sense.
Yep.
But do you want a bitchin' audio pack in it so that it sounds good? So for 2019, a lot of you guys have asked, those of you guys that are PRS 80 fans have said over and over and over again,
Yeah.
I wish they would make a double beam screen with the performance of a PRS 80. So that tells me that some of you out there, like myself, are more performance driven. Like you two guys said, performance, Axeman, performance. Okay, and that's not to say that these radios don't have great performance. One of the big things that changed in the Pioneer and the Kenwood radios was that they went to audio grade components on the higher end units and they redesigned the circuit board. So it's kind of like a MIC DLT that you guys probably never heard of, or the cold side's hot, or the cold side's cold and the hot side's hot. Noisy side here, clean side here. They've separated the two to make them sound better. So by evolving and there being more room in these radios, they have been able to improve the circuit board. So that was done 2 years ago. The question is, what features... Okay, so if being able to say, hey, crazy person that listens to me all the time, turn on my lights, is that a feature you need, or would you like 4 preamp outputs, or 5 volt preamp
5 volt,
outputs
yeah.
with equalization for left, right, 5 bands, like a DSR-1 or any of an audio control or whoever, where you can EQ this speaker, you can EQ that speaker, you can add a center channel if you want. Are those things... Okay,
So that's performance.
That's performance.
Yes.
And there
But,
again...
okay, but some people, they want features.
Yeah.
Some people want a really nice screen.
SQ FLAC, possibly for Android Auto or Auto Maps. So
Yeah.
that's what you're getting now, because they all do. They have
Everything, yeah,
SQ is
right
the only
now.
thing that's lacking. It's not terrible SQ.
No.
It's good SQ, but it's not. It's just 13 bands
Yeah,
or
that's
9
it.
bands. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
And
it.
it's one EQ to rule them all. So every
So-
speaker in the car has to be EQ'd the same.
Whoever have the time to play with the DSP, like Christian have a DSR-1, and when he played with the DSR-1, he was like, oh my god, this is the best thing. He loved the DSR-1 because how many the EQ, it's phenomenal to play with the speakers and everything. So now you have a radio like your favorite,
lights, yeah.
like your favorite radio has 13 band EQ. That's it. 5 volt,
yeah.
13 band EQ,
so,
has time correction, but it's just limited. It has a nice screen.
So real quick,
what do
first
you do?
speaker I ever installed in my car was either a JSC or a Peerless back in the day. Yeah, so that answers that question. Any radios that tickle my fancy right now, that's kind of what we're talking about because...
What is the best stereo right now in the market?
That was the 9905,
yeah.
Which is going to be... Okay, these are no big secrets when I said that the new radio version of that is going to be the 9906. You guys have figured this out, right? Last year's 9904, 9905, 9906. Yeah. And the big feature that Kenwood is going to add to the 9906, if you haven't figured it out yet, is wireless CarPlay. Surprise! Okay. But they're adding other things too that we really aren't supposed to talk about, but we have kind of, yes.
Wireless.
So wireless.
Yes.
So, and there again, wireless is a cool feature.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
And is it worth upgrading from your existing radio to have wireless CarPlay or Android Auto? Maybe. But I just don't understand why I can't get a radio that has 8-channel preamp output that I can do all the things that I do on a DSR-1. And I keep referring back to the DSR-1 just because it's small, compact, and it's $270.
Yeah.
Okay. So give me a kicker key DSP and a head unit. Yeah. Oh.
It works. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You have a great point with that. Okay. Now, a product you're going to see coming out is let's picture a doubled in short chassis. You guys can kind of put this together if you follow these things. What does Johnny say? Yo, what's up? Haven't seen you since last year. Good one, Johnny.
Yeah.
So short chassis radio, doubled in. Now picture this. What if there's an amplifier, 50 watts by 4 of real amplification, not the crappy 18 watts by 4 that's 50 watts by 4.
Yeah.
Same design, meaning it's a doubled in 4 by whatever, 4 by 7, that bolts right onto the back of your doubled in radio and gives you a true 50 watts by 4 output. That sounds like a cool idea, right?
Totally.
Totally. So it's not any deeper than a standard doubled in, but now you have a real amplifier on the back. You are going to see that next year, this year, in a week. You're going to see that. That is a cool idea.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, it has to be made by somebody that makes the radio. Otherwise, it wouldn't fit. But a kicker key style amplifier like that, and why the kicker key even exists is because of this same company, because they sell lots of these little things that are about the same size. But yeah, built-in DSP. Now, as far as built-in DSP, they all have some form of built-in DSP in that they all have time correction. Some of them have network mode, which there again, network mode is going to be another big word for 2019 because a company that stepped away from it is stepping back into it. But there again, it's only for 3-channel stereo, so tweeter, mid, sub. I like rear fill. Give me a break, people. What, you're trying to tell me we can't put an RCA for the rear?
Yeah.
No?
Diego, real quick, borra el teléfono en el radio y borra el radio, borra tu teléfono en el radio y vuélvelo a conectar para que se vuelva, borras toda la memoria y ya conectas el teléfono otra vez y vuelve a funcionar.
Now, a 360 dash cam is a great idea, and you're going to see, you know, the only company that's doing anything with dash camming is Kenwood, as far as integrating into the radio. So if you got from the 04 series radios up, you could integrate one of their 2 dash cams. So 05 can do it. The new 06 is going to add a little bit more to that, but not your 360 that you're hoping for. What is it? What's PAC's?
What?
Brain fart. PAC. What is their camera?
PAC. EchoMaster.
EchoMaster does have a 360 camera box that they have available right now. Any new head unit's gonna have TouchLink coming this year? Wonderful question. And there again, that would fall back into that sound quality thing. And this is what's banging my head on this, is that no, there isn't. No. And I mean, come on, for the love of God, man. What? I mean, I've been spending the last couple days trying to figure out how I'm going to get Toshlink output out of my iPhone so I can do Tidal into my DSP. And it's like, why? Why? Because it sucks coming out of my radio. And even though it's a factory radio I put back in there, it still sucks. And it's like, come on. HDMI finally dead? It ain't coming back anytime soon.
Nope.
But to answer the question, that is going to be the way I'm going to get a Toshlink out of my phone, is through the HDMI port. I like rear fill. Okay. Fran reminds me of
I still have the Rockford, the 4-channel small amplifier.
Yeah, we really haven't been able to do anything.
I haven't. It's just,
Christmas and everything has just been non-stop. Go. Or party.
But definitely I can wait to put
yes, you can put a different size battery in a car. There again, batteries in cars just comes down to fit. Yep. I always recommend people to get the biggest battery they can fit underneath the hood of their car. So if whatever you can fit that's big, get it. That's that.
Yes, you can put a different size battery in a car as soon as it's...
Yeah, well, that's what
it fits.
You heard my answer, right?
No.
I just answered.
No, I don't hear. I was just reading the other question.
Yeah, I just answered that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's funny.
Do I need 2 items to install iDynalink?
You need the harness and you need an RR.
Yeah.
So that's it. Depending on what
Feliz año.
Depending on what application of the RR, it does come with a generic wiring harness. So not every car has a their T harness, so to speak. But yeah, you need the RR and then a dedicated harness. More, yeah. More wattage. More, yeah. So.
Yeah. That would be cool. Yeah.
I can't answer that.
That would be cool. That's it.
Well, we know it's cool, but I still can't answer that. Hey, what's up? Love the questions. A good set of 4-channel amps. 4 highs. You're moving. I can't read what
I'm just trying to.
I was reading that though.
Yeah, but like they go away. Right there.
Okay. Highs and mids. I don't have access to DD1. You don't need a DD1. I mean, you could use an O-scope or whatever, but good 4-channel amp. There's so many of them. I mean, on the bottom of the barrel, as far as like most entry-level good 4-channel amp, Pioneer has the 8604, which is nice. Kenwood has the Exelon 4-channel. I can never the 304 or something like that. 3004. I don't honestly remember what it is. It's small. It's cute. It's like this big. All the way up to something like a Audio Control LC 4.800s, really, or 4.800s, really good. Alpine, pick any Alpine amplifier, 4-channel wise, they're going to be great. There is so many nice 4-channels. Really, the difference between a 4-channel amp is, do you want something that's Class D or Class AB? Hang on. Okay, and the more money you spend on a 4-channel amp,
what's up, Cargiff?
The better it will sound, the happier it'll be. That's kind of the one place where you don't want to skimp, is on the 4-channel amp, because it's what's going to be playing the most detailed portion of your system. So buy and spend the most on the 4-channel amp is my thought process. A lot of people do it the opposite. They'll buy a big expensive sub amp and skimp on the highs amp. No. What does that say? Rear defroster?
Yeah, okay, so he said when I turn the rear defroster...
Oh, the FM reception goes by?
The FM reception goes bad.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're both in the rear window.
Yeah, the antenna's in the rear window.
Yeah, so yeah, I could see that happening. Haven't really heard anyone complain about it here in Florida, but it's totally doable for sure.
Yeah.
No, haven't installed any JBL stuff. We just did some Infinity stuff for a guy.
Oh, the Rockford T400 is good. Yeah. Awesome amplifier.
Okay, so funny you should mention that. Head units that can control amp DSP from head unit screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so I agree with you 100% on that. And we've had a couple conversations with these companies about specific things like that. One in particular was kind of like, when we helped them design this product, this was something that we wanted them to do, but they said no. And now looking back on it, it's been a failure. Having that feature built into it would have been awesome. When Stinger was working on the new radio that they had, there was at one point it was capable of controlling their DSP. An older version of it.
Yes, Oscar, you can.
Jeff had it working in his car, and it was pretty cool. A little laggy, it's gonna be, but it was Wi-Fi controllable. So yeah, and that was our question was, hey, wouldn't it be nice if we could just, instead of like for example, we'll use iData, just because they have the RR that connects through the radio and it actually puts stuff on the screen, such as your gauges, your tire pressure and all that stuff. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to take something like an RR or an AR or whatever they want to call it, plug it into a radio, and then XYZ DSP will override the inside DSP, and we'll just get a standard output into this DSP, and all our audio now will be controlled from the screen. And we're like, yeah, that'd be cool. And they were like, yeah, that would be cool. And yeah, we know that would be cool, but it's not going to happen, because now you have to convince someone like Kenwood Alpine Pioneer that this is something that they should open their API and let a an audio control override on their screen. Good luck with that. It's taken them, I don't know,
why not?
10 years to figure out how to get iPod album artwork to change with the song.
Kinda.
I mean, thoughts on audio control ACM amps, specifically the MC? You have that one in your car. No, we have that one sitting on the shelf. We haven't put that one in yet. It's a nice little amp.
They're really nice.
It's a nice little amp.
For you, you want to install 2 amplifiers. You want to run 2 power wires, not using distribution block. You can.
It's good
or
size.
if you're gonna use distribution block, that's fine. Just make sure you use, I don't know, 4 gauge, 0 gauge, 100% copper. Then you can go from the distribution block to the amplifiers.
Hey, since we're talking about audio control and while we're talking about DSPs and all those funny things, did anybody see the unicorn walk across the back of the store? Nope. I did.
We find it.
So for those of you that don't know what this is the Bluetooth dongle that plugs into your audio control DSP. These things are going to start to ship. We got one the other day. We actually got 2. Quite scary, I know. Yeah. But yeah, this came in and we were like, oh.
Yeah, what?
Wow.
We have one.
So, I know. So for all of you that have been waiting a year for this, the wait is almost over, because they're actually built and shipping.
Toronto, Canada.
We haven't had time to play with it yet because of Christmas, but it's like the DMRTA. Those are supposedly starting to ship out too. Hey, is a Class D 4-channel amp better than an AB 4-channel amp? Depends. It depends a lot on the AB amp that you're talking about and the Class D amp you're talking about. If you're just saying, hey, I have a 500 watt AB and I have a 500 watt Class D, I'm going to go AB. Now, if you're saying I can get a $150 Class AB amp and I can get a $500 PDX
Class D.
F4 Class AB or Class D, I'm going to take the Alpine, because it's going to kick the poo-poo out of that. So it just depends, and that's you have to compare apples with apples. If you buy an expensive Class D amp, they're going to put the effort into it, like the audio control. I just use them as an example. They sound very, very, very good for a Class D. But there again, if you compare it to its equal dollar for dollar, like the Morel, it's, this guy. This is the little 4.400. It's huge. Yeah. This is 4.400. It's 100 by 4. It's
AB.
It's ginormous, but it's an AB. I can get a Rockford 4.400 F or whatever, the little tiny guy that's like the size of this right here. Which going to sound better? They're about the same amount of money.
Trying to fit the Morel under your seat.
Yeah, good luck with that. So there again, it just comes to. Oh, and by the way, I got this one myself apparently. Thanks, buddy. So it just depends on what you're doing. The other thing too, let's remember one thing. one thing.
Remember.
Let's remember this. 60 miles an hour, going down the interstate, listening to music.
Okay. What does that mean?
Are you hearing the violin? Is anyone even listening to a violin? So,
wait for you guys. You know, with noise canceling. It's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of the times what we find out is that the things that we are nitpicky as hell about, we can't even hear.
Yeah.
Especially when we're actually driving. So if you're a driveway sitter, where you just sit in your driveway and listen to your tunes, for one, get a home stereo, but two, yeah, you might notice a difference more readily. Yeah. 75 miles an hour. Okay, so yeah.
75 miles. Okay.
That's true. They have up the speed a little bit. I don't drive that much. So
no? You don't take your car into the interstate?
No, I never take my car on the interstate. I think it's probably seen the interstate once or twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It never goes.
Sad.
I like being chauffeured around. I have an old set of Kicker 12-inch subs. I can find stats on the Kicker. Give them a call. Just give Kicker a call. They got a bunch of guys that sit around and answer the phone. They would love to talk to you. So give them a call. There's no doubt about it. There'll be somebody there that can help you.
I will lie a radio with noise filters.
Built in.
Why would you want that?
Because apparently Lewis has some noisy radios.
Yeah, but it's probably not the radio.
Probably not the radio.
It's not the radio. Maybe it's
we get very little noise.
You know, it can be. Noise is just not the radio or the amplifier. It can be different things. So,
wow.
Troubleshooting, it's...
There was a MirrorLink question on there. Okay, first things first. MirrorLink is dead. If you have a Samsung 9, the MirrorLink that is on that Samsung 9 is about here, and the one that came on your radio is like 1.1. The two do not talk to one another, okay? So, sorry, no MirrorLink.
Hey, Mai, thank you. Hope you have a good year, too.
Hey, what's up, Wolf?
Wolf? Oh, yeah. What's up, man? How you doing?
He runs everywhere. I do run. But... Oh, he runs everywhere. Oh, yeah, I get it. Yeah, no, that was good.
And then your DSP coming out.
Any new DSP? Okay, so...
Do you hear of anyone?
No.
Okay.
So, none of the big three have any new DSPs coming out. Pioneer just came out with their little thing, that little we talked about before. This little guy right here, the DQ.
Okay, so Jeff, what do you think about that?
A.
We haven't played with that one.
Oh, the Dayton? Everyone loves the Dayton. We gotta play with. We should have put that in your car tonight instead of the DSR-1 back. I wanted to. Let's download the app to your phone tonight. Maybe we'll swap them out next week.
Okay. Next week? You see that? Next week.
My old IVF finally went 12 volt years. Any place to replace it. Wait another 2 weeks and see what Alpine has to offer. Yeah. That's all I can say there. They do have new radios coming out. Any tips for full radio replacement of second-gen Kia Soul?
They have.
Do they have a dash kit for that? Yeah. I don't know. Metro would be the one to check for sure.
Yeah.
MetroOnline.com. See if they have a dash kit for that. Any better screens on stereos in the future? No. So
right now, I just can't wait.
All we really want to try to do is get these people to switch from clear resistive to capacitive touch. And for those of you who have been waiting for the Pioneer 4000 series to do that, keep waiting, because it's not going to happen in 2019 either. The 4550, which is 4500?
4500.
Anyways, there's going to be a 4 and a 5 in it. It does not. It's still clear resistive. Yippee. Was looking into Pioneer. Pioneer, nice stuff. I mean, there again, a lot of nice stuff. And if you want to be able to turn on your lights, 2018 was the year of the DSP. Maybe 2019 will be the year of Alexa being able to turn your lights on and open your garage door for you. Yay! Alexa, open my garage door. Sorry,
the excess power, they are good. You know.
No,
we carry a Stinger
batteries.
So there you go, right there.
Yeah, we're not going to CES next week because pretty much everything we already know about. So there's kind of no reason for us to go.
Okay, I want to go still.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Yeah.
Oh, as far as there was a question earlier about Kicker. What are they coming out with new? Nothing that we can really talk about because we haven't been confirmed all but one product, which we will be talking more about hopefully here in the near future, we are working with them on some future endeavors, which will be really fun. But let's say if you had, they make this woofer that's square. It's deep.
Alexa, time correct myself.
It's deep.
That's awesome. 2005 Jeep. Yeah.
Coming. Sorry, my garage door doesn't support that. Exactly, mine doesn't either. I don't have any of that shit.
I don't
that
even
turns
have
on
garage
lights
doors, so.
and- Baby steps, baby steps. Any details of Pioneer will make new digital amplifiers? If you're into high-res audio, yes. There will be there'll be a 5-channel high-res and a 4-channel high-res. There again, we can give you more information about that next week. But there are I shouldn't even be saying this. All the current amplifiers that Pioneer makes are going, and they will have new versions of them coming out. Yeah. They are as expected. And there again, this is not really a big surprise. Those amplifiers have been on the line now for like 4 years in the current iteration, and then they had 3 years before that.
Tommy, you see that?
Sorry,
Alexa,
man.
turn the lights on.
Turn off TV. So yeah. So yes, they are coming out with new amplifiers. Basically, a direct replacement of what they currently have.
What's up, Scotty?
Small pictures of them. Nothing that we can be like, ah. So I don't know if they're fixing the way that the wire comes out of the amplifier, which I truly despise. But they are going to be high res, which we knew they would be high res because they have high res speakers. They have high res radio. The amps were missing, but they didn't come out.
Which one is the Kenwood KR C999? Do you know that? The
KRC 999 Mark II. Old school. No, I don't know which one that is.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Same with my house.
Every time. That's funny.
That's awesome.
What's the T-harness for the RR is the separate wire. Oh, what? Okay. There again, what's T-harness? I have no idea their T-harnesses, man. Their model
it's old school cassette pull-out? Wow.
Oh, there you go.
Wow. Nice.
860 watt new line?
Huh?
Yeah, y'all like Sundown. I have no problem with Sundown.
No.
It's just not on our radar all that often because, for one, Paul sells Scar.
Yep.
And it's
just local, right here.
It's just
so
not.
That's what we carry.
They're great stuff. We have one guy that we deal with that is like a Sundown fanatic, and I love everything he builds, and it is impressive.
Yeah.
And
the subs are
good stuff.
Yeah.
It's not our thing.
Yeah.
So
even the yeah.
never gonna give you up on Spotify. Oh, that's funny. iData. Yeah, go to idatalink.com/maestro, and there you can type in your make, model, and year of your car, and you can get the T harnesses. They'll give you a full list of the parts you need. It does, and the wiring diagrams and how to wire it up, everything. It's all right there.
Do you know any new single things from Alpine that's coming out? I'm sure.
No, but what if you were to have what if you were to have a singled in radio, singled in, that happened to have a hand on it, so that you could click your phone into it like this, and there was an operating system on your phone that worked in conjunction with the singled in radio right below it? Would that be anything anybody would want? So what we're saying is when you buy your phone, you download an app, and click it right here, and you're singled in with your volume up and down, your steering wheel controls are sitting right below it, just like this. Is that anything anybody wants? I'm not opposed to it. I just, 5 years ago, I kind of wanted that, but does anybody want that? I got a part number if you do. I need a harness to bypass my Bose amp on my Nissan Murano.
Okay,
you're gonna have to make that.
For the Honda Accord, also 2015, check Metra
MetraOnline.com.
MetraOnline.com. Exactly. If you can find
make, model,
it, check
and year. Just look for their DSP harness.
Car AV also. So
yeah, most T harnesses now Metra has, and it's in their DSP line. So they have all these little red tabs you click off. One of them is going to say DSP. Click on it. They're going to have a part number for just a harness. They're usually about $25. You can order them from your local stereo shop or Amazon, whoever you want. and then you just we did a video on how to wire up a T-harness, and we did it specifically with their harness and with the Car AV harness, so that you guys could see what we do to make them work. It's real simple. But they don't sell those Pioneers in the U.S. The one that clips on your phone and radio. Oh, Dean, bite your tongue, my friend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Okay, it's not easy to put an iPad in the dash.
No, it's not. No. Yeah, no, do that. You know, it's funny too, because you had said that this morning. I've seen these on Instagram in Latin America. Well, guess what?
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah,
well, I was
in a
like,
week.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, they're coming.
They coming.
So, okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, a single DIN with a...
You sound like Doug from Amplify. Doug is cool.
Ow, that hurts. Come on, man.
No, Doug is cool.
Yeah, but still, I don't sound like him.
No?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so... Pioneer sales that in other markets. Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Well, it's just like, okay, listen. So one of the things that came out that someone pointed out to me is Alpine came out with a DSP. Right now, the DSP they have here is 8 by 25 watts. Mm-hmm. Apparently, other markets, they have a new DSP that just came out that's got 8 by 100 built into it. And I was like, and there again, asked, was this coming with us? And they're like, no, why? I'm like, come on, man. 8 by 100? That would be awesome.
Jeremy, radio double DIN, best double DIN under $300. I don't think you're gonna have the best.
Well, no,
but you can have
you can get into
a good
like a
one.
1400 or you.
That's not
under 300.
Oh,
it's 350.
It's under 300. You're probably gonna get something like a 211.
No, because I mean, you get into Exelon. You can get into a 3 Series Exelon. You can get into a 5 Series Pioneer. I'm sure there's a JVC. I know there's got to be a Sony.
Double screen?
Yeah. They're not that bad. Around $300. Yeah. You can probably get into the 3 Series. I know you could definitely get into like a 2 Series Kenwood. I would rather go for a 2 Series Kenwood than a 2 Series Pioneer. But yeah, goal. Anyways,
who scored?
Just buy it overseas. Yeah.
Who scored?
Yeah, nobody.
Okay.
How do Kenwood Exelon reference and standard Exelon oversized 7-inch components?
Under 300. We don't even care boss.
Components,
we don't even care dual.
Standard oversized 7-inch. Oh, okay. So there is a total difference between a Boss radio under 300 for sure. No, don't. So there is a. Dean doesn't mess with Rafa's mom.
Nope.
So there is a total difference from the ground up between the 7-inch Exelon and the 7-inch reference. Magnet, basket, cone material, everything about them is totally different. Think of the regular Exelon as a stretched. There you go.
Yeah,
$595 Exelon. Who's not? Jason's not here.
No, Jason probably is working, man.
Or he's still on vacation. The XStar 7-inch is a stretch version of the 6.5. But the XR series of the 7-inch is a ground up totally different speaker. So they are 2 totally different speakers, 2 totally different tweeters, 2 totally crossover networks. Everything about them, other than both being 7-inch, is different. The XRs do sound substantially better than their cheaper brothers. So
hang on,
you definitely want to.
Yes,
if
exactly.
you can afford them and you want the bass monster or the min bass monsters, go for the XRs. You won't be disappointed.
Definitely, you need to have something like 200. Oh, yeah. If you want to run 0 gig, wow.
So what you want to if you're Jeff, if you're trying to figure out what size fuses run out, there is a wire calculator. You can just Google wire calculator, 12-volt wire calculator.
Yeah.
If you go on to Kicker's website in their tools section, or they have a wire calculator there that you can actually use. But what you want is a wire calculator.
Yeah.
And they're all over the
internet. But it's right here. It says 600 times 6
yeah,
plus 600 times 1.
Yeah, okay, cool.
You know?
What size fuse they run? I mean, there again, it depends, but a 120 to 150 amp fuse should be plenty.
Yeah. This old channel amp, better to run component system speakers?
Well, it just depends on your car whether you want components or coaxials. I mean,
and if the amplifier
let's approach that from a different perspective. Components or coaxials?
From different perspective. Yeah.
So, components or coaxials, Fernando? Do you want a set of Pioneer TSD components, or a set of K2 coaxial
Me
6.5.
right here. I'm gonna grab the K2s.
Why?
Because it sounds better.
It's definitely going to sound better. So it just
Yeah.
depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so you also gonna need power for that.
you're
so.
definitely going to need power for that. But
Yeah.
there again, coaxials are components. Years ago, I used to tell people that, you know, it was like they'd say, should I buy an inexpensive set of components or a really nice set of coaxials? And I would say, buy a really nice set of coaxials because you're going to enjoy those a lot better. So if you have, you know, $250, $250 set of awesome coaxials is going to sound way better than an inexpensive pair of components.
Yeah.
Say that a lot really fast. CT Towns or Rockford Fosgate? That's up to you. You know,
Yeah.
Obviously, Rockford's been in the game a lot longer, and
Different animals, man.
different strokes.
Yeah, definitely. You know, different product.
So did we resolve? Did we solve our question?
No, we don't resolve nothing.
I didn't think so. I think we'll have to do a podcast on it. Rockford
Exactly.
Fosgate's better. There you go.
It's Scotty.
Scotty says Rockford's better. We're gonna go with him. And I bet you a Rockford T2 base is going to do the same thing.
Oh, man.
Would you need one fuse for the distribution block? Well, it depends. If you're using a distribution block, that usually means you
have
using
one?
a distribution block and a fuse up front, then one fuse up front going to the distribution block is fine.
Yeah.
If you're using a fused distribution block, obviously you need a fuse for each output. My AM reception is really bad on aftermarket stereo. So, yes. They
have
okay,
AM
so there's a
radios.
couple things. For one, all right, let's talk about AM real quick. There's a couple things.
Features one.
Most aftermarket radio manufacturers don't care about AM or FM for that matter because they've realized that most people switch to Spotify, Pandora, or HD. HD is really where it's at. If you can get something with an HD tuner, most of the time, the good AM stations are being rebroadcast on their HD2 channels. We have 3 channels here that rebroadcast their AM channels on FM. They sound wonderful. 2, depending on the type of amplifiers you have, if you have, let's say, a Class D sub-amplifier that isn't shielded and it's anywhere near your antenna, you're going to get diminished reception. AM is going to be one of them. So there's something to think about there. Yes, features 1. I'm thinking you're right on that one, Sean. Yeah, Sean. I think features dig one. What?
Yeah.
Hey, Dean, Fran, I'm looking to upgrade my factory
2017 Jetta.
Would Rockford?
They can fit, man. It's just you gotta make that bracket.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make.
You
some
have
brackets.
to make that bracket.
Yeah, Jettas, VWs all don't bolt in. So yeah, crossovers had a DSR1. How do you affect the crossover?
Sober on the knob.
So if you're going to use your crossovers on your DSR1, turn the ones off on the amplifier because the ones on the DSR1 are way better than the ones on the amplifier. So, you know, because you can select 24 dB, you can select 18 dB, you can select 36, 48. So you can get really awesome slopes on that you can't get on the amplifier. So unless you just want to run a safety margin of some kind on the amplifier in case something happens, turn them off on the amplifier, let the DSR1 or your DSP do
That's never going to happen, Sean.
What?
No. The Sirius XM stopped sucking in 2019.
No. But I will say, most people have said that the Sirius XM that they stream over their phone does sound better than the stuff you get in the car, but then you got to use data. Rockford Fosgate 15 P3 or better. I like the P3s. I'm a big fan of P3s. There's no doubt about it. Can bad ground on a head unit, no amp causing hissing when listening to higher volumes? No. Most of the time what you're hearing is floor noise coming from the crappy amplifier inside the radio. Got to remember, that 50 watt by 4 amplifier in the radio is actually only 18 watts. It's an IC power chip. When you're putting the radio, if you see the little thing in the back, there's a heatsink. There's usually like 30 little leads that come down. That's the amplifier in all its glory. They suck. The higher you turn them up, the more noise you get. It's such as floor noise, which is a sound. It's just you're overdriving the amplifier that's built into it. If you want something small that you can put in there, check out like the Alpine 455U, a kicker key, an audio control ACM 4.300. Everyone makes the little tiny amps. They're a good buy. Something that's a true 50 watts by 4. Don't feel bad thinking, oh, I already have. You don't have 50. Buy something that has 50. You're going to love it.
Anthony, depends on what kind of car you have and what type of speakers system that you have. You probably need to bypass the amplifier.
How can you hook up okay, first thing when you're hooking up a high level to low level converter to a factory sub input, which wires do I use? That's not the hard part. What you're gonna need is a digital multimeter and a test tone. You're gonna wanna pick something like 40 hertz, put it in the radio, use your phone, whatever, play a 40 hertz test tone. Put the meter to AC and test the output voltage coming into that subwoofer. You need to find out what it is.
PDR
a lot of the times,
is good.
if it's above 11 volts, a standard high level to low level adapter will not work. You need something like LC2I that can handle higher voltage. You can melt the hell out of a high level to low level adapter connecting it to a subwoofer output. Now if it's below 11 volts and the high level low level you're going to use says it's rated up to or above 11 volts, you're okay. Some of these things can put out up to 22 volts. Next, all you simply have to do is take most high level low levels have the standard white, black, gray, black. Basically a left and right positive, a left positive negative, a right positive and negative. Take the positives, put them together, connect them to the positive output of the speaker. Take the negatives, put them together, and connect them to the negative output of the speaker. That's all you have to do. You just twist the two together, you just do this, connect them, boom. Make sure that you don't take a positive and negative and a positive, no. Both positives, both negatives, just like wiring up a subwoofer in a box, connect them to it, and you're done. That's it. It's that simple. And then, yay! Okay, what do you got?
Okay, okay, guys. 6.5 K2s on my 2011 F-150.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah.
F-150. Yeah, I know it's an F-150. Have you having any issue?
Clearance with the magnet on the front door with the
three-quarters adapter.
No.
No,
we
actually,
put some giant speakers in the front of an F-150.
It's plenty because
actually, where you run into the problem most of the time in the F-150, well, the 2011 should be fine.
Should be fine.
Is so
Smile.
It's a 2011. So 2011 depends. If it's got the grill that snaps over the front, that's got that 5x7 cutout. You have to go and you have to remove the 5x7 plastic to fit the speaker in there because it's usually too tall. But other than that, you shouldn't have an issue.
Right.
Yeah. What is Christian? Just do. Yeah, the LC7i is definitely worth it.
What do you think about using capacitors? We don't use capacitors.
The last time, with voltmeters.
The last time I posted pictures on Instagram about a system, the customer bring the capacitor and say, "I want this." So
stupid.
Hey.
That's what they want.
Yeah,
you know,
there you go.
Hey, if you need a voltmeter and you want a cool distribution block, a stiffened capacitor is the way to go.
Yeah, but you should have the voltmeter in the front, not in the back.
Well, you can have the voltmeter wherever you want. I mean, it's a voltmeter. Hey, you know what? Knowing your voltage, at least you know your voltage.
Okay, let me go out.
Anything coming out that makes your job easier? I mean, the DMRTA might be fun. I mean, it's definitely going to make our jobs easier if when the right install that we're doing, if we're doing, let's say, like an F-150 or we're doing high level integration into a factory radio, the DMRTA is going to be priceless for that. There's no doubt about it because we can take one tool, plug it in. We actually did a video on this where we showed you the steps. We could take a DMRTA.
You should check it out, DMRTA.
That's going to be cool. And also, I think that's going to open up those tools to a lot more people because before you had to buy a oscilloscope, you had to buy a digital multimeter, you had to buy an RTA. They're really expensive tools. It's like $1,600, whereas this is going to be like under $700 and you can get everything. So that'll be fun.
That's true, Robert.
If anything, I think our job's going to get harder this year. You know, looking at some of these silly features that are going to be built into these radios that are coming out, I think it might.
At this point, nothing is going to get easy. It's getting harder.
No, it's
like
it's
working in a
car
cars right now is harder.
Because you got to remember, these manufacturers, like we were talking about, the point of the question we were asking in the show is that features are where these. Features is what these guys are doing. So Pioneer, Kenwood, Alpine, JVC, Sony are all about features. They're not about quality and sound.
No.
They're about features.
Also, the manufacturer Alpine, Pioneer, they competing with the manufacturers because now the manufacturer put CarPlay, nice screens.
Yeah.
You don't want to take nothing now. 360 camera, sensors, everything.
Audio control,
so,
61. Good piece.
You know? Definitely it's gonna get hard.
I don't know yet, Tony. We just got it in the other day, so I haven't had a chance to play with it yet.
What? The dongle.
The dongle.
Ooh.
So there again, as far as the job getting harder, yeah. So Alexa, turn on the lights. That's a feature that's coming in these radios. So if you're that guy, but so they're trying to step up above these car manufacturers.
No,
yeah,
never.
Yeah, we serviced one guys that had it was a nightmare.
Oh, really?
But supposedly they're cool.
Okay.
He'd done some stuff. It wasn't all Taco Tunes. He had originally had it, and then he added pieces, and then things went silly. But so these are all the things that these radio manufacturers decided to do, is that they're trying to make their radios stay relevant, and which is good. But features like better screens and more preamp outputs and DSPs built into them, they're not doing that. They're going for creature comforts, because apparently people want creature comforts. They don't care that if the performance is good enough, yay.
Yep.
But somebody like me that says this is dumb because I want 8-channel preamp outputs, I want independent EQs, I'm just gonna have to buy a DSP, plug it into their little shiny box, and yay, here we go. So, and I will say that if you want the big screens, wait till next week, because we get to talk about some big screens coming your way.
Okay.
Yeah. I had a shop install DSR1 and didn't tune it correctly. I tried other shops around me, but no one knows how to do it. We could do it. Bring on my car. I mean, we tune them all the time.
Yeah. We actually tuned today.
There again, if you want to learn how to tune, there's tools to learn how to tune. You can pick up something like an iTest mic from Audio Control.
Yeah, I have it right there.
You can pick up this guy from Audio Control. It's the iTest mic. They're under $150, and this will give you. You can plug it into an iPad, and you can get an RTA, so you can actually see what it's doing.
You can put it in your phone also.
If you really want to get into it, you can buy Andy's Audio Frog and plug it into your laptop.
Yeah.
So. You can actually, you don't even need any of that stuff. You can use your phone's mic as an RTA to get really close. As far as time correction goes, you sit in the seat, you grab a friend, and you have them measure from your nose to a speaker and add 2 inches. It's there again. I make it sound easy, I know, and we do it every day, so it's trivial.
It's not the radio. But they have to have the 360 feature. It have to be like a different unit.
Kicker's definitely not making head units. They see the writing on the wall, and
EchoMaster make one.
Speaking of Kicker, when you look back at like the Q class, the Q class was a little early, I think. But the whole idea behind it was that Kicker realized that the DSP amplifier is going to have to evolve into something, because that's where we're going to be. We're going to be keeping these factory radios, and we're going to be integrating into them. And it came out 4 or 5 years ago. So the Kicker Key, the newest thing, is going to be, I believe, their newer technology that they're going to be evolving into, and I'm anxious to see where that goes, because it's proven for sure, and that could make a lot of things better. So we'll have to see.
All right, have you ever installed our second battery in a distribution block?
And a distribution block?
And a distribution block.
I mean, most of the time when you install a second battery, you go battery, fuse holder, through the firewall, fuse holder, battery, off the battery to the amplifiers.
So you don't need distribution block.
I don't like using distribution block, because most of the time the battery is close to the amplifiers. So I'm going directly into the amplifiers off the battery, and usually they're really short runs. I try to keep them as short as possible, and I try to keep them open and exposed so they don't have to pass through anything. I'm going to run 2 amps. Okay, cool. Come on, wait for the next 2 weeks. All right, Victor, they're coming out with an inexpensive Halo, okay? That's what's coming out. They're coming out with a new cheap Halo, all right?
You already buy the expensive one.
Bought the expensive one, so they're going to have a more inexpensive one. We don't know what features they're going to have. Usually that means they're going to have features that yours doesn't have for less money. That's usually how they do it. Just to screw you over.
Good, man. Yeah.
So you're good, but yes, if you want to get one for your wife and she likes it, it's going to be cheaper.
Kicker Key monoblock, confirm it.
There'd be no reason for it, because the whole point of the Kicker Key is for the EQ and the DSP.
That's it.
What would be nice to confirm is if they're going to come out with a 5-channel version of the amplifier. That's really what we're interested in. Or something that has a preamp output. There again, Kicker is the one company that has managed to keep their mouth shut, We only know 2 products that they're coming out with. One of them because we found out from someone else, and the other one we actually took a video of, and we're like,
thank you, Brad.
ooh, you took a video of that. You weren't supposed to do that. And actually, if you guys watched the show, you saw the new product in the video, but because we grazed over it so fast, you didn't even know it was the new product. It was kind of funny.
Apparently, we have the fast rings. But we don't have it in the install bay. We have it over there in the store.
The Metro ones?
Yeah.
The new gooey ones?
Yeah.
We got them.
Yeah, but we don't have it over here.
No, because I only ordered one, and Paul still has it. It's like the tape. Alpine New Halo? Not the yes, an inexpensive version of it. I'm sorry. But
yeah, nope.
What?
No idea about the DS18 2.5 horns.
No, I don't know anything about those guys. Yeah,
Nothing.
they don't talk to us. And after this year,
Don't
these
talk
other
to us.
companies probably won't talk to us either. Okay, so
yeah, that's it.
That it?
All right, guys.
Sorry if we missed your questions, so we're sorry. There's always Monday. Monday we'll be back on the Facebook Live show, so you guys can ask more questions then. Till then, you guys know where you can find us. DNF Tool Drawer is the place where you can find all the cool tools that we use.
Yep.
Teespring is a place where you can find the cool shirts that say 5-star on them, as well as Patreon is a place where you can go and download, or you can get a video podcast as well as support the show. We appreciate you guys so much for being members of the Patreon crew. You also get your name at the end of the video on Monday, which is Tuesday. We'll see you guys on Monday. You guys have a great, safe weekend. Thank you for coming back. Welcome back to the show. It's been great. Yes. Remember, don't do anything stupid. It is a Saturday night, so hey, Ubers, Lyfts, they're cheap. And hopefully your driver isn't crazy and do strange things to you, because there are really weird stories about those guys. Okay. So, hey, or call a cab, you know, and spay and neuter your animals and all the other fun stuff. All right, guys.
See you guys later, guys.
Night.
Bye.
Thank you for coming back, and we look forward to 2019. It's going to be a fun year for sure.
Bye.
See ya.